The economy is one of the social systems in the totality of social organization. Refers to the structuring and functioning of the development and utilization of human and natural resources in the production, processing, distribution, and consumption of material goods and services. Influences habits, skills, knowledge, expectations, motivations, aspirations, and ideology. It also affects social norms, values, and personal relationships within the society. A table about labor force and labor by sex and area participation rate. Sociology of the economy. The components of the sociology of the economy are property, technology, division of labor, and organization of work. Property refers to the network of rights and duties of one person as against all other persons and groups with respect to some scarce goods. Technology consists of the knowledge, skills, and attitudes necessary to convert available resources into objects people need or want. Division of labor. The differentiation of functions performed by the individual member and small groups of the society. Durkheim, 1949. Organization of work. Application of sociological principles to the study of economic structures, changes in these structures, and the values and ideologies related to them. Structure of economy. Agrarian to industrial. Manufacturing, trade, and commerce. And services dominate. Subsistence to mechanized. Mechanized power for the production, processing, and distribution of economic goods. Underdeveloped to developed. There is a high degree of mechanization, industrialization, urbanization, and automation such that a high cost of living exists. Types of economic systems. Capitalism. An economic system that focuses on the right to own private property, to invest it as capital in productive enterprises, and to obtain profits from each investment. Socialism. A set of political theories that espouses the collective ownership of the means of production and distribution of goods. Communism. Social, political, and economic system whereby property is publicly owned. The leading theorist of communism is Karl Marx. Functions of the economy. Provides physical subsistence necessary for group survival in a society. Generates social changes for the continuity of society. Indicates the nature of social stratification in the society, social class, and mobility differences. Maintains a balance with the other social systems and its social subsistence in the production, processing, distribution, and consumption of economic goods and services. Land reform of the Philippines. Old struggle of landless farmer for the agrarian rights continues today. Estimated 2.9 million small farms
householders with 5 hectares or less. Occupy slightly more than one-half of the total farmland in the country. Medium-sized and large farms, 25 hectares and more, account for 1.5% of total farmland. Land ownership is concentrated only on a few, and landowner-farmer relationship is still feudal. Marginal farmers total 10.2 million, 70% are landless. Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Program, or simply CARP, or RA 6657. It was enacted in an effort to change the situation 1972 to 1996, a period of 25 years. The government distributed a total of 2.5 million hectares or 60% of the planned allocation of 40 million hectares. The Department of Agrarian Reform is the principal agency responsible for the implementing of CARP. Globalization, process by which money, goods, information, and people move across nations at a pace and on a magnitude made possibly by a rapid advance in communication and travel. As a result, it changed the face of human societies. The term globalization have been dictated by a few powerful organizations and treaties which they have imposed. These organizations operate without transparency or democratic oversight. World Trade Organization, established in 1995, develops and enforces rules for trade and investments. World Bank and International Monetary Fund, North America Free Trade Agreement, includes the entire hemisphere. Implemented by 2005. Negotiations take place behind closed doors with no input from the citizens. International Free Trade Agreement provide great opportunities for corporations, but the expenses of maintaining low wage and sacrificing environmental regulations. There is a plenty production for corporate profits, but little for workers. Workforce, age 15 and older, who have sufficient strength, skill, and maturity to actively participate in the production activities of the country. Employment. Unemployment. This is the table about household population and employment status in October 2008. This is a table about the difference of national gross product and gross domestic product in 2000 and 2001. Basic policies on overseas employment in the Philippines. The government recognized the valuable contribution of the overseas Filipino workers. Their remittance spurs up the country's dollar reserve and sustain the economic survival of many Filipino families. Employment overseas provide a useful and valuable employment alternatives, but it should not be force of our labor policy. The overriding policy of the law that governs the overseas employment program is the protection of the promotion of the welfare of the overseas Filipino workers. Philippine economy prospects. It needs a facilitative macroeconomic policies environment, higher saving rate, outward orientation, and investment-friendly measures. Sustainable productivity improvements. Stronger institutional and human resource capacity. The ultimate encouragement for the foreign investments is improved economic prospects and political stability.